Australia or the New Zealand rate announcement, and we just got short. They were expected to raise interest rates from 0.5% to 0.75%, and looks like they did not cut or did not raise rates, and so we're seeing the New Zealand dollar fall versus the U.S. dollar. We went ahead and got short, and let's see if we can do that again. Oh, and we had a reversal, another reversal, and a drop, and then we're going to close this position and take our money right there. Boom. Okay. And I want to re-enter again. Okay. So we got the drop. We got a trend line break. Price rallied up to the 200 simple moving average, 69.60, and so we're getting all kinds of little reversal actions. We retested support back here at support at 69.15, and so we got some very volatile price action going on at the moment. Okay, so we got short really fast, and now price is retracing pretty hard. So we're going to go to a lower time frame, maybe a 5-minute time frame, and we can see that we had a price drop, and I think we were able to we gain a little bit of a reversal after our first exit. We were able to exit here. Let's see if we can. So I'm trying to get the actual results of the rate announcement that just happened. Happened at 8 o'clock. And I did post that we were going to have a New Zealand rate announcement, and that was going to create a lot of volatility in the market. You can see price drop from 69.60 down to 69.18 and tagged it really quickly. And just going to see it's 23rd, and let's switch to filter. Let's see, high profile announcements. Apply filter. Okay. Well, they raised rates. Is 0.5%. The RBNZ did raise rates to 0.75%. Let's see if I can find some news on it. We have the Forex cash machine. My market heat map. This was the announcement we were trading, and let's see if I can refresh right here and see what was going on in the economic calendar, and they did raise rates. The previous number was 0.5%. As you can see, forecast was called for 0.75, and that's what they did. They were probably one of the first central banks in the G7 to actually, or G8 to actually raise rates. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the news feed, which we have here on my market heat map, and see if there was some news on that. And might be a little pop-up that we have to get through. Yeah. Okay, nothing about that here. And let's go New Zealand rate announcement. Let's get back to the chart. News. Right. News feed. Not many people are reporting on that. Okay. Oh, Bloomberg, always helpful. And then here it is. New Zealand set to lift rates, signal more aggressive tightening. Okay. New Zealand Central Bank expected to raise rates second straight month. Official cash rate by 25 basis points to 0.75. Okay, so that was our. So usually when a country raises rates, what usually happens is that their currency usually goes up. But instead, the US dollar is rallying. So this is really kind of topsy-turvy. It's not quite what we anticipated or expected. And we can see that price was rallying from the morning, from the New York morning, and we rallied up to this area 65.59 about, or 69.57. Those old level of resistance. Price rallied into that zone, and we got a signal to get short. So we took our first short, and from here, and then got out right there. Took a second short right here, and let's see if we can get down a little bit farther. Usually, rate announcements like the New Zealand rate announcement will give you a few more pips than that. In fact, on another account, I'm going to go ahead and head. Okay, let's gotta take some crazy stuff off my charts here, right? So there's another account here that we're going to take a look at, and I don't know if you can even see. Am I broadcasting the right chart? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. So we'll see. We'll break on through here. This is a 5-minute chart. We're going to go up. The dollar has been extremely strong. So let's go out to like a 1-hour chart. And I'm going to move this ellipse. Right. And that's where we took our first short. And then we took another one. And we have, these are our pivot points. The orange lines are our pivot resistance. Pivots are commercial support and resistance levels. They're calculated by taking the high low in the previous close, divided by 3 to get a central pivot, almost like a line of scrimmage in football. And if you're trading above the pivot, it's usually bullish, and below the pivot is bearish. And we're trading below the pivot, but we're trading at this level of support. Now, the support comes in at 69.16, so we're looking for a break of this floor to continue the downtrend that's really been going on for a long time. If you look back, we've been trending down since October, since mid-October. Lower highs and lower lows. We have an established downtrend. And so we just basically, cancel. I don't want to close the position. So we have a trend channel, and we hit the lower end of that channel if we connect this line to that line, that swing right there. Right. So we didn't quite get to the actual bottom of this channel. But it's a very counterintuitive response, especially the New Zealand Central Bank has been tightening for a while, it seems, and the New Zealand dollar is getting weaker versus the US dollar. In fact, we can go ahead and take a look at the dollar index, ticker symbol DXY, and we can see that we've been in a roaring uptrend in the US dollar. You know, Mark Twain said that he was quoted saying that rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated, and we can really say that about the US dollar. So many people have thought that the US dollar is dead and that the crypto is going to replace the US dollar, and there's going to be this great reset and this great weakening of the dollar. And as you can see that on this 1 hour chart, we've been in a pretty strong uptrend ever since mid-October. At the same time, and actually that uptrend actually extends back even farther, right? So if we go out to a 4 hour chart, we can see that the dollar uptrend is pretty serious. I'm going to remove the pivot points here. And you can see that this is a parabolic run in the US dollar. This is why your Bitcoin can't rally. This is why the euro is getting crushed. You know, this is the result of a strong US dollar. And it makes everything that's paired against it weak, such as BTC/USD, right? So we can even take a look at that. And you can see that we've had an uptrend for a while, but then that uptrend was stalled out as the dollar got stronger, and we can see that we are in a new trend, downward trend channel on Bitcoin. Why? Because the exchange is US dollar to BTC, and other currencies are weak versus the dollar, and Bitcoin is one of those virtual currencies, or virtual land, but people run into the US dollar for safety, and we can see that the dollar is supreme against the majors, right? Maybe not so much so against the pound dollar, GBP, USD, but still, that there's a downward trend here because of the dollar strength. We're finding a little bit of support, like we found a little bit of support. I was looking for a move down to the trend channel, kind of stalled out a little bit. But let's go back to our currency in hand that we're talking about is the New Zealand dollar. Why? Because it's New Zealand rate announcement. Okay. So we're down about $100. We took more out of it in the other trade. And I'm about to okay. Go up there and go up here. This is another account. This is the trader account. We can go into a tick chart actually here. So you don't have ticks on TradingView yet. I usually use like a 25 tick, and we can see it on the tick chart where we had this huge drop, and then rally, and now we are looking for another drop. We can draw a trend line across these lows here, and maybe we crack this trend line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look to enter short on a break, and see if we can get, you know, that level of support to break, and then we maybe could cascade down a little lower here. So the fast moves was right on the announcement. Again, this is a counterintuitive announcement because when price is going in this direction, it's really showing that the US dollar is getting stronger. And that might, I'm waiting here. Again, I'm looking for maybe this area here to break. Well, zoom on in. Kind of a corrective pattern where, you know, price is trying to get up. You know, you've got a triangle, some of the triangle formation, maybe a triangle breakout, maybe it's trying to break north, maybe, okay. And it's against this overall downtrend, and I want to be able to join the downtrend. Now we have a very nascent uptrend with a steep trend line there, right? So yeah, I'm looking for price. The major tide is down. Want to just trade in the direction of the tide. And we got one of the trend lines are breaking. And let's see. Oh, and we got the second one breaking, and I'm probably going to get short. Okay. Kind of fast. I'm going to move my target right there. And let's take our stop loss above the moving average. Let's see if I can grab a fast 4 pips on this trade here. We broke one trend line, broke the second trend line. 3 times is a charm. And we're currently running a Black Friday sale. If you're interested in mentorship, and if you're interested, come on over to the Elite Traders University website, and you can, there's a contact me at the bottom. There's also a free masterclass, 4 pillars to 6 figures. Also, my market heat map is 75% off. Use the offer coupon, which should be heat map 75. So we broke one trend line, we broke the second one. Now price seems to be like it wants to test this trend line again. And we get the epic battle of the bulls versus the bears. Bears they usually attack with their paws down, right? And bulls attack with their horns up. So the green candles are bullish, the red candles are bearish. Here's that trend line, and the price is tagging at 69.35, and it touched it and pulled back from it. Let's zoom on in. The 2 lines are the bid and the ask spread. Something I know, prices are quoted in 2 in two numbers, the bid and the ask. And we buy at the ask and we sell at the bid. And that spread between is the profit or the commission or the spread that the broker receives. And then some people go, well, why have to pay spread? Well, this is not a charity, and the broker is not executing your trade for free. So they give you access to the market, and that's the price of paying. It's like the ante when you're playing poker, right? There we go. So we hit the back of the trend line, and now we have a 3-candle pattern called an evening star pattern, which is bearish. Japanese candlesticks were brought to United States from Japan. That's called the Japanese candlesticks. And they were a way of showing sentiment and the move of the market. Now, there's thousands of different patterns, but in my mentorship, I teach the 6 basic ones that we use. And there we go. We're coming down to our profit target. Our profit line is there. We'll see a green arrow if we should. Oh, and then we, yeah, so yeah. All right, boom, okay. So there we go. So we got our first $400 right there. That was pretty quick, lickety split. So we hit the trend line, and then we broke this trend line. This trend line was broken, and now we are in free fall. Our next target is down here because we're breaking through some support areas here. There was a support. These 2 points here, not really, we haven't broken them yet, but we're coming to it. All right, that point, some support. It's 69.23, and we have what's going on in Trading View, and we can see on our higher time frame we're just coming down to support. We're still about 8 pips down on our entry there, but on this account we're in the money. Closed it for $400, $406.42. Now we're getting a little bit of a bounce. So what we do is we redraw the line, or this is what we do. We teach our students to do mentorship to redraw after a break, and we're re-breaking it again. Gives us an opportunity to re-enter the trade, and we're breaking through support, and there are arrows pointed down there, 69.14. Let's see if we can pick up that other 16.2 pips, perhaps. Currently, we're up 7.9 pips, $755.40 if we take it. And we'll go ahead and take that $800 right there. Boom. Okay. So we picked up another $800 right there on that one. And I could re-enter again and see if we can try to hit. So you can see I entered here, got out. Re-entered again on the break because I broke support. This was a floor, and price broke through the floor, so maybe price rallies up to retest the floor. And then once it hits the floor, maybe it bounces off that floor, because now old floor becomes a ceiling, supposedly. Oh, and it did, right? Gee, you're probably asking, how does Greg know that? Greg's been doing this for 25 years. And so, and so I'm already up, and I might just go ahead and, almost, let's see if it gets to my limit. Okay. My take profit's right there. Let's see if we hit it. Come on now. Come on, baby. All right. We're up $218, 2.6 pips. Up. Let it slip. Don't let it slip away. Okay. So we came up, retested the old floor, becomes a ceiling. This was the floor before, now we're underneath it. And then now price tried, was rejected, and then price dropped. And so now it's heading back to the floor, right? So we're looking for a bounce on the floor. The floor is 69.14. And let's see if it gets there. And that will give me another like $498 in profit. We just move it down, make it an even 500, right? Okay. Don't know why I'm seeing this pop up. Okay. Okay. Come on down. 2.1 pips, 168 bucks. Now we're trading 10 standard lots. The more money you trade, the more money you can make, right? So, if you're, and he said, well, great, that's a lot of money. It's like, well, if you have a system that you can trust, that's reliable, it's not a problem. But if you don't have one, of course, you don't want to use a lot of money when you don't know what you're doing and you don't have a system that you can rely on. That'd be foolish. That'd be stupid, So you want to have something where if you just saw what I just did, I just got into the market and start pulling money out, right? And, okay, right there. Come on now, right? At the edge. Ooh, okay. It came down and look, it tagged my line. I'm not liking that. Okay, I'm going to close you out. Okay. Yeah, it came really close to my line and turned around. Right. So we have a new trend. We have a new downward trend line. Higher highs, higher lows, and then we broke it right there. I can re-enter, try again. Okay. Let's see if we can. Well, now we have this floor here, and we have to break all that. And then sometimes what I do is, I should have moved that profit limit instead of up 500. That extra move down probably cost me that $500. And there's an old adage in trading: bulls get fed and bears get fed, but pigs get slaughtered. And the key, the idea of that whole thing is don't be a pig, right? Especially when you're already up. When you're already up, $1,300, might be good not to be a pig, right? Like I took so instead of paying $500, I got 0.5 or $8.48, right? But $1,365 is not bad for a half hour of trading. Again, if you're interested, come over to EliteTradersUniversity.com and sign up for our free strategy call and sign up for a free Black Friday sale. I'm Black. It's Friday coming up, and join the sale. Happy Thanksgiving. Love you all. Peace and bips. Bye. Ciao for now.